Sp4zie commentary and plenty.
Yellow, Yota, Sp4zie and Plenty coming right at you. I'm on the cam here. It's amazing. It's brilliant. This game is going to be a ranked game of Ashe Button. It's not really the most amazing laning phase. You'll see that I derp a little bit, but then you're going to see some decent team fights. This is actually the game that took me from... what was it? From not platinum to platinum? It's gold, I think, in Season 3. But that's basically all I'm going to say about the footage. We're going to talk about some different stuff, and most importantly, I welcome you. Sp4zie, say hello to the people, and how you doing, man?
I am doing great, I feel welcomed. And
really?
hello people.
Can't you do your little thing when you say hello, community? It's just so adorable.
Hello community.
Oh, beautiful.
This is Sp4zie live on, no, not so live, but still quite here at Sp4zie's video.
On your computer, it's sort of live.
On my computer is live, because we're not editing, so it still counts.
That's amazing. Have you got something to drink? I told you to set up with a drink before we started. Oh, look at that. What is that? Shiny golden liquid.
It's not done yet.
Alright, wait for it. This is great content. let this be. There is. Alright, what is that?
Cider.
Awesome. I'm drinking Earl Grey tea. I think this says something about our personalities here, but you know, cheers to you, man.
Cheers.
That's delicious. So, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk a little bit about starting off with the Season 3 patch, I think, you know.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts? Have you played around with it?
I have. It's amazing.
Alright, so spontaneous thoughts.
Spontaneous Thoughts is the new masteries made by Feral Pony are fantastically awesome. And the new items are both amazing for my favorite champion, Hecarim, but they're also like really cool for other champions to experiment with.
Which items in particular are you talking about there for your beloved Hecarim?
Well, mostly the upgraded boots, like the enchant that allows you to have 200% movement speed on base.
Yeah.
Because if you combine it with Revive's movement speed bonus and Cerulean Ghostblade Ghost Charge and the new Quicksilver Slash upgrade that has like 50% movement speed, you're like that, like you're team fighting at Baron and you die, and then 5 seconds later you're already fighting at Baron with your team. Because you're that fast, it's amazing.
And not only are you fast, but you do more damage because of your passive, so that
Yes.
should be crazy. I'm looking forward to see some sort of content on that. Can we expect that from you?
Yes.
Yes, awesome. Alright, personally I also do enjoy it. Like, I really have some interesting stuff that I experiment with on my ADs. Most particularly something that I saw, I don't remember which streamer it was. I think it was Kha'Zix I saw it on. He actually built a Varus with the new Ginzus as first item, and then he topped that off with the Blade of the Ruined King, or Derp, no matter how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
And that sort of gave him a sort of like HP thing burst type thing, like a sort of turn fight setup, which means that when you get on low HP, you will instantly do more damage and burst them down, and then you have your attack speed built up and everything. So it was very interesting. And then you can also, of course, combine that with the new, I should know this, the new Hurricane item, which is AoE.
Oh yeah, the Hurricane.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So that is really interesting. That's something that I've been enjoying. But overall, like, how do you feel when the game that we both know and love so much, how do you feel when it's changed this much?
Well, it changed all for the better. So, I didn't have any negative feelings so far, because it's like the store is now. Well, everyone needs to get used to it, but you can see how it will be faster once you get used to it, and also simply the fact that I can build so much more now on my favorite champions is really cool. And I can also see like many new types of builds and playstyles being unlocked with these masteries and new jungle and everything. So that makes it like really interesting for theory playstyle dude who makes things like me interesting.
That is really you in a nutshell, making weird builds and then posting them to YouTube. Of course, if you haven't checked out Sp4zie, there's a link down below in the description, but you probably have. Yeah, and I feel the same way. Like, if you think about it, you see a lot of like, oh my god, Season 3 patch ruined the game, and angry. You know, yeah, exactly.
I am angry at this patch.
And you make that face when you're angry, of course. And it's like,
I was playing like this the whole time. I made a kill.
That's just a new type of angry nerd. It's like the Civ nerd. But anyways, I sort of feel it's my thoughts upon that is just like, okay, so Riot patches the game. Like for me, and like playing this game since beta. Have you also played it for like ages?
Beta.
It's just refreshing. It's nice. It's interesting. And then you just are like, the only skepticism that I feel is just like, okay, will it work? Will the game still feel the same way? Beautiful. Yeah. And it does, you know. But I can understand people, you know, go in, maybe they haven't played this game for so long, they played for maybe 2 months, they've sort of just managed to narrow down 3 or 4 builds on 3 or 4 champions that they can perform correctly. All of a sudden you got the new items, you got everything thrown in there, and I think that I am right to assume that those are the people that maybe, in particular, feel that this patch is a little frustrating. What do you think?
I get what you're saying, but I think it's like, if you're still that new, you don't know all the builds yet anyway. So for us it's like we know all the possibilities and suddenly there are more, so we are like, holy shit, there's new possibilities. But for them, they didn't know all of them yet anyway, so it's like, yeah, I don't see the point that much, but I mean, if they got to that point where they just learned all of them, I guess it's can be frustrating, but it should still be like, okay, cool, I can do more things now.
Absolutely, and that's what I think. But I think that, you know, since you're haven't got to the part, I think, let's rephrase it a little bit then. I think that if you are at the sort of phase where you've mastered a bit more champions than that, and you've sort of like found yourself, you've found your place in League of Legends. Obviously, this thing is going to throw in a mix in that, and I think that upsets some people. I just find it weird, because like you are saying, I totally agree, these are just new, fun possibilities for us to do and mess around with. And to be quite honest, most old builds are, like, at least for me as an AD, are still less viable. Like, I don't really feel like they have done much to that. What do you feel on your Hecarim, for instance?
Well, at first, when I heard about the patch coming and you hear like rumors what's going away, what's staying, and the first thing I heard was they're removing Ionic Spark. No! And that was at the point where I was like, guys, Ionic Spark is so cool in Hecarim. I can like split push, and if they come, I run. So it's cool. Ionic Spark, yeah. So that was all I heard. So then I got like really sad, but I learned like there's this basically a new Ionic Spark that works, and there's also like way more items that are really cool. So like the first game I bought the new Ionic Spark and it was pretty much the same, and I even ended up selling it because all the other items were so awesome. So I was like, have
you tried the new upgraded Tiamats? Because I think that would be something that you would want to look into on Hecarim maybe.
Yes, well I was considering it on some champions, not directly Hecarim. The thing I'm not a fan of is the fact it doesn't stack anymore. I'm not sure. I think it doesn't, because I mean, it's like the same back when Sunfire Capes still stacked. Yeah. It was hilarious.
Back in the good old days.
Yeah, I mean, and this is gonna be one of those things. Like, remember stacking Tiamat on, Fiora? That was funny, you know. So. And it's not like it happened every game because it was OP or anything, no. So...
But no, they don't stack. But I do really like... Alright, there's a lot to discuss about the patch, but like I do really love the fact that they're making more actives in the game. Like... Oh, sorry, I just burped the root a little bit. Like, there's just so many things that you can do with the items now. You can press it, you can sort of get bonuses in different situations, and you can... there are more things within the item for you to explore.
Yes. Yeah, the extra actives like summon ghosts that slow people, and also the stuff like what was it? Oh my god, I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
Burp.
That's a new thing.
I can go in and say that the ghost that you mentioned, I've seen some immense plays being made by the ghost. Like, imagine you're being the AD, you think you got like sort of control that, you know, they're doing dragon or something, and they just started it, so they cannot really be in mid lane by now. So you just chill there in mid lane, farming some creeps, farming out the wave, so they're gonna have to go back and push it. And then all of a sudden, out of the brush comes two ghosts, like, and hits you, and you're like slowed and like, what just happened? And the team just squash you down.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And also like how they now focus on the melee champions, like melee items. So Tryndamere, Udyr, it's gonna be so much more fun.
Yeah, and I really think that also that they are sort of upping the potential of the AD casters is just overall quite fun, because then you'll see them being played more, and I think that's nice overall. Jungle, do you have any experience there? I'm not the best jungler. Like,
I am a jungler by trade. As far as I noticed and heard, it's like more single targeted and less AoE. So for characters like Amumu, it's a bit harder. But it's not. It's still doable. I mean, it's because you can start off with so many items as well at level 1. Yeah. So yeah, you're fine basically.
I really think I haven't much to say there, but I think that I haven't seen much differentiality. God, we're using the big words today, aren't we? In what jungle picks I've seen. But I guess it'll come down to what we see in tournaments and stuff. But
yeah, it'll happen. I mean, they don't really dare take too many single target champions there yet, because they're not used to it yet. I mean, but I can see things like, well, maybe not Vayne, but you mean like champions that are really single target damage that are not jungler in Season 2. I guess they'll pop up at some point.
Yeah.
Have you played like Ashe the whole time when you were getting platinum?
No. The thing about this game is that I actually locked in a support, and because my last pick said I'm gonna support you with Nunu, so I picked Nunu. I'm like, perfect, nice communication there. And then when it gets to his turn, he's like, by the way, I don't have this, that, and this or that. And I'm like, what 80s do you have? And he was like, MF and Ashe. And I was like, Ashe it is, let's do this. And, then I ended up with Ashe, so I had a quite rough laning phase, but I just saved Nidalee there, as you saw, so that was kind of cool. I do love Ashe in some ways, but I hate her in some. It's like a mixed feeling.
Yeah, she used to be like my main AD, because she really she's like easy to play, but hard to master.
And she really is a late game beast. Like, out of all the late game carries, like maybe arguably Vayne, I prefer her the most, because she's so powerful to kite, like, and all that. I just love that you can kite out those damn top laners who come for you, and it's just overall hilarious. But anyways, what's going on in your life then, man? What's coming up on your channel? Do you got anything?
I've been busy transferring my stream from owned to Twitch.
Welcome to the Twitch family. Cheers.
So it's happening, and I've also been traveling to things, and they are so much fun. And so yeah, I'm like preparing this new load of videos, and a couple of them are like really big and awesome, and some of them are like small and strong, like the combo videos. So that's gonna happen. And I'm also like planning big on the streams, because I'm getting like more people involved, like a bit of a team. But for now it's 2 people, like me and a really cool girl called Alex. So yeah, it should be good.
On the sort of stream part, that's awesome. I've actually been streaming a little bit more myself. The thing about streaming, I don't know how you find about this, like, I just find myself not having so much time to play as I would. Like, generally, do you stream all the time, or do you play offline as well?
The goal was to stream whenever I was doing something that I could stream, but I was testing it, and then I got to that point where I had to transfer, so I couldn't really stream anymore. I mean, so yeah. but soon.
You know, the way I find it though is like, because I've been playing games, you know, because I play games when I'm offline as well, and I've got people in the Sp4zie chat that says like, "What are you doing, man? Turn on the streamer, Rooney!" And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to, like, because I know I only play on the stream, but I also put on a little bit of a show. Like, I try to be a little bit, you know, aimed towards you guys watching, because you don't want to see me sit there like some of the pro players do. Nothing against that, because they're professionals, so there's a lot you can learn from just watching them. I'm not, so I kind of want to give something else. Like, how do you feel about that? Can you relate to that at all, or?
Yeah. Well, my goal is just to have fun.
Yeah.
So if I can do something funny, like steal the blue from my ally, I fucking do it. I mean, if it's a friend. But yeah, it's like you have to make it fun. I mean, they're still watching like a stream, and
yeah, but I really agree with you. Like, and it's you know, Dyrus can turn on his stream and just, you know, stream because it's Dyrus, and we'll watch it anyway, and we'll love it for it. But I don't think that people that aren't up there in terms of skill and you know, we have to do other stuff. So that's why I don't personally stream all the time. Like, I stream when I feel like now I can do a stream, you know.
And there's also like, you want to have this you don't want to stream like all day, every day, because then people are like, oh, it's just some other time, you know? Like, you gotta keep that level of exclusivity going.
Exactly, that's also it.
But yeah, and you gotta keep it high quality. I mean, if you know that you're boring today, you don't stream, and if you know that there's like no one else online that you think is gonna help a lot, nice arrow, buddy.
Shut up.
And
I hit
so,
several this game, and you choose to comment on that one.
I know. Good job. I saw some others hit.
I'm glad.
And yeah, no, definitely, like, streaming should be fun.
Yeah, we
even the pros. I think pros can be more fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you don't have to be fun as a professional, but you can. It's a big plus, definitely. I mean,
I think somewhere it's the goal. I mean, a pro will earn more money out of being popular than winning a tournament.
Absolutely. That is
so.
By the way, the video is coming up to an end. We won that game. I hit platinum. Can you give me an applause or something? Because I kind of feel down when you commented on the arrow.
Congratulations, man.
If you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you hit the like button, add it to your favorites, and share it on Facebook and Twitter if you want, because that helps me out immensely. Check out Sp4zie's channel if you haven't already. Any final words, Mr. Man?
Any final words? Shout out to Jason from Twitch, Alex, and I mean, I don't want to make this too long. Sp4zie for the win.
3, 2, 1. That was lame.
Lame?
No, you rock, man. Thanks.
Okay. Yes!